Yo, Vinny Cuz. Like everybody wants to know where you been, bro. Well, let's take a ride. Maybe I'll tell you all about it. Let's go. So this whole thing we've been going through over the last year, which from what I understand, I can't really say what it is or what it's not. Whatever. It's hurt a lot of people, man. But for the rideshare community, those of us that get out here and do the gig work, really took it on the chin. I mean, if you think about it, they pretty much brought the entire general public to a halt. I mean, was it a real thing? Of course it was. Was it worth stopping the entire world for? Well, only history's going to be able to tell us that. Now, I'm not going to get into the debates about who was right, who was wrong. Did we go overboard? Did we not do enough? That's not my point in life. I'm going to stay in my lane. But I am going to tell you about how I've been doing since I've been coming back in an extremely limited fashion with rideshare. So, just like most people, end of March, the bottom fell out, right? April, May, and June, little next to nothing. Everybody tried to scramble to do what they could. I attempted a little roadie. I attempted a little Instacart. Hell, I even did a little sitting at the airport all fucking day trying to figure it out. And also, my businesses, I lost about 90% of my business. Between my courier work and my private work, things weren't good. Now, with that being said, because I had so much time off, it gave me opportunity to start to learn new things, new tricks, new skills, and new tools to add to my revenue base. And you can best believe I did that. I'm not going to go into everything I learned, but let's just put it this way. I've expanded my revenue streams and my income. Not that it's doing great, because, hell, Rome wasn't built in a day. But just remember, the bitch got built. So about mid-July, I started to notice an uptick in my businesses. Clients were calling back. And my courier work, we started making money again. And that was a good thing. It was much needed. And that was pretty much how it went. Every morning I'd be up trading in the stock market, investing in crypto. And there is a difference between trading and investing. I would get up, do my courier work. And if I had clients that day, we would take care of them. But never once did I turn on the apps. None of the apps. So amongst the end of 2020, I got to thinking, what are we going to do New Year's Eve? Because New Year's Eve, back in 2015, was the first year I ever drove. So I wanted to kind of, think I could make some money that day. And turns out, because I've never stopped talking to those guys in my rider group, I did get off Facebook and a lot of those fucking social media apps because I just think they're brainwashing you. But talking to my guys, we made an agreement that we were going to go drive. So I took every precaution that I could take. In my normal business, I have to keep Lysol in the vehicle, Lysol wipes, Lysol spray. Vehicle's always clean. Oh, that's the other thing too. We finally got Bumblebee. I meant to tell you about that. Damn it, I meant to do a video about that. Perhaps one day there'll be a link here to Bumblebee. So in my group, there are 5 or 6 of us. And we all went out to drive because we knew New Year's Eve is always the big earner, right? It's Uber Black Friday, Lyft Black Friday. It's rideshare's opportunity to get over on the man and make a shit ton of money. Well, we did. We made a shit ton of money. Now, we worked that whole weekend. None of us did under $2,000 for the 3 days. A lot of us did over $2,500 for the 3 days. So when you think about you're just coming back, you're really not sure what's going on. You've got the whole fear factor going in there or whatnot. That was damn good money. And none of us got sick because we all took precautions. Now, I haven't driven that much rideshare since, the coming of the new year. Haven't had to. Learned how to earn and keep my revenue sources increasing without the use of rideshare or any of the gig apps. So 2 weeks ago I went out, and it was terrible. Oh my God, it was just terrible. And I noticed that the apps, were showing a lot of surge, but I mean, it wasn't getting no pings. Now, what I do see since I've been back and since I put Bumblebee on the platform is XLs are where it's at. But that's a whole different video. We'll talk about that. Remember, I'm going to put that link here eventually. You'll have to come back and watch this video again. But it's not like I was getting discouraged because I know how this game is, right? But I will say this. It brought back those old feelings of, man, I'm doing everything right, but ain't no money coming in. And that shit ain't good either. So I did hit up a couple of sporting events. They've only got like 25% capacity, right? But I figure there's not going to be a lot of people there. And the 2 games I went to, both times I got decent rides out of there. One Premier, long trip, one XL, short trip, but had a ton of surge. But that's not really doing rideshare. That's just coming out and hitting a spot. You know what I mean? So I had a light weekend, not a lot of clients to worry about during the week. So I figured, you know what, Saturday, I'm going to drive. And I did. I went out yesterday, and we had tons of rain. And that's always a good time to drive. When there's bad weather, it's great to drive. Well, it turned out yesterday, Saturday, was the great day to drive for me. I did a total of 6 trips. I think it was $370 in a little under 6 hours. And I'll put a recap here. Yeah, it was good. I mean, I put in some miles, but that's what rideshare is going to have to be for me. Is I want to get out, make the quick hits on the good times, and be thankful, grateful that I don't have to do this full time. Now, I will tell you, Uber and Lyft's got some rules, right? If you're XL, no more than 5 riders. If you're Uber X, Lyft regular, Premier, Comfort, 3 riders. And that's kind of tough to impose with some of these riders because they don't want to hear that shit because they don't know how to read the app that tells them 3 and 5. But you'll figure that out and you'll do what you got to do. Because as much as I want to say, yes, listen to what they say, buddy, you got to make your own money. And in this world, until different, still a free country. And you're still an independent contractor. But you got to be smart about it. I mean, let's be honest. So I don't know how much of a helpful or hurtful video this is. But it was really just for me to say, hey, I'm here. I hope you guys will continue to follow, subscribe, like, comment, share. You know the housekeeping. And I'm going to start every probably Sunday or Monday. Just do a weekly recap. Because we know there are other YouTubers out there. They probably are still out there. The ones that misery loves company and everything is always bad and woe is me, or they're the experts and they got degrees in this, and this, but they're still driving rideshare. You know them guys, right? Yeah, I haven't looked at any of them since last April. But my point is I'm going to do a weekly recap. I've really gotten into doing videos now. You can check out my other channel if you want. That link will be right here, 4K driven. It's just a little hobby I picked up in the downtime. And, any news that's coming this way, and there is some news, we'll get that video up during the week. But, I just wanted to reach out and say, hey, because a lot of people have been asking, yo, Vinny Cuz, where you been? I'm back, homie. Peace out.